Alright guys, I'm here back more Yakuza Kiwami. Still listening to the RGP
I did want to quickly talk through,
roundtable.
a lot of people talk about Enzo's decision in the triple eviction. This is still a hot topic of like people being upset about Enzo's decision. We talked about this on Thursday.
Alright, where am I going?
Felt like it was the right move for Enzo.
Oh fuck, we're going back.
A few days now removed from that. It's Tuesday. Do either of you disagree, or are we still on the same page? This was the right call for Enzo.
I think it's debatable, and the reason I think it's debatable
I think it's 100% the right call.
He doesn't have a big move in his resume, and I do think that he could have moved it over with Cody. I think he could have been like, look, Tyler got me out in the hallway. Tyler said he wanted to make the call. I didn't know what to do. I got scared, man. I'm sorry. I made a mistake.
Shit.
But Cody closer to Cody. Like, Cody has it. The call is out of the game. And look, here. The call's gone. We got David. Like, David. David, no problem, and yes, it might have had the effect, Cody that's like the fact that they wanted Keith to go and give her to David, and it didn't happen. But I still think that's everyone they wait to say that it is
I don't agree, actually.
He's gonna have to do something because I'm not convinced at this point that he can win. So if he's not going to do it then he's going to have to do it sometime, and he may not even win it. Like, the thing about these comps coming up in Final 5, Final 4 is that
Who's this?
you have to be the comp winner to basically make the decision of anything, for the most part, and I don't see Enzo being that person, so, or maybe I'm just not believing it.
Kiryu,
I think I don't think it's...
10年前と今の錦山は別人だぞ。何仕掛けてくるかわからないぞ。はるかを頼む。分かった。10年ぶりの親友と飲んでくるよ。少し遅くなるかもしれない。
気をつけてね、おじさん。
それにしてもキリよ。お前は10年前とあんまり変わってねえよな。
I do feel like he does need to like start doing something to distinguish himself, and because at this point he kind of just seems like he's just like the nice guy who's just, you know, coasting along with everyone else.
Are we still not even at the fucking stopwatch
I mean,
app?
I think my problem with it is that if he votes with Tyler,
I think the stopwatch.
and instead of,
Alright, let's look it up then.
Enzo just did
I just want to look up where I'm at in the rankings.
Enzo just did what Tyler wanted.
What was that? Was that 18 last week?
I think the jury has been looking at it like Cody's controlling the game and Tyler's controlling the game. Those are the two titans of the game, and if Enzo goes one way, then he's too loyal to Cody. If he goes another way, he's too loyal to Tyler. And for good reason they would think that, because if he does that, Tyler now still does have Christmas and David. He does not need Enzo nearly as much. He's, you know, Memphis is mad at Enzo. He's got like a harder time to, like, at that point he's lucky that Memphis wants to take him to the final two at all. If he goes against Memphis, then like what is the incentive for Memphis to take Enzo over Christmas to the final two?
God damn, I really made a lot of money there.
And Christmas is much more insulated now because Tyler's got David there to protect her.
The thing that sucks though is I don't have enough to buy another Enzo
Cody
stuff.
still wins. I mean, I don't think Cody's coming after Enzo, but now he's got, you know, David there to deal with
Memphis,
Tyler
then?
there. Maybe he's taking the shot at Tyler and Christmas.
Tough,
Maybe he's trying to take Christmas out, but
I don't know what to do there.
But Enzo still is nowhere to be seen in terms of like making moves, and now he's not in nearly as good a position to get to the end to make his case.
Yeah, you're
I'm at number 12 again.
It's just like I'm trying to find a way to make my soul happy in the moment, and try to find a way to rationalize it. But you know, fine. I agree. I mean, like my case was really weak anyway. I'm just trying to find a way to, like, you know, come for Memphis a little bit more.
Well, I mean, I'm glad you had a point at all, because then we could talk about him. I thought this might be moot because we all just still agree.
No, it's not. He should have done it. He should have done it and said, screw it, I'm gonna make an interesting season.
Well, how about this one?
Yes.
What should Tyler have done in the when he was HOH? I actually polled the audience on this particular question. Who should Tyler have targeted in his HOH reign? And
what's the best
he
move here?
ultimately goes with Danny. I was literally watching live on Twitch going, no! You have to make the move, Tyler! replaced Memphis. And I still very much feel that way because it's basically played out exactly how I feared for Tyler. That as soon as he makes that move and Enzo doesn't go with him, he needs to realize he is on the outside of that power structure and could easily end up getting sent home.
Well, if anything other than 9,
what is happening. So, do we agree he probably should have gone after
I think I'm just gonna hold.
Memphis here?
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Okay.
I do. I mean, like,
Well, he's gotten really brutal, hasn't he?
When he's on the 2 side of it, he has to realize, like, I am not in
Enzo,
control anymore. I
I
can't
feel like I gotta hold on
this
Enzo.
over. Like, those guys are gonna
the
know
only
I
move
worked
I see.
against them. Enzo wasn't with me. I thought he was with me. He's not.
The question is though, what do I do with
what
what do I do with the remaining money? It's like, I only have $28, so it's not enough to buy anything really, outside of Memphis, one Memphis or Nicole stuff.
And I just lost an important ally in David. I cannot go after dating right now. I have to
I think I'm just gonna hold. I think that's the
but,
move.
you know, that's all I did.
The audience agrees. 53% of the audience said Cody was the right call. Only 22% said Danny. Interesting. Only 7% said Memphis, who I felt like was the nice middle road. Like at least take out Memphis, and then you probably locked in Christmas with you, and you've taken away some extra options from the others. But you know, it's what it is.
Yeah.
State of the house. As before, the committee is no more. We're back to Cody's crew. Cody and Enzo, Cody and Nicole, Cody, Enzo, and Nicole. That's the crew. And then you have Memphis' wise guys. That's Memphis and Enzo, Memphis, Enzo, and Cody, Memphis, Enzo, and Christmas. 2 different approaches, and it's very interesting to see them clash here. I think for a long time we expected the end game to be Cody versus Tyler. Turns out it's Cody versus
I mean, if the
Memphis.
vote flips, like obviously the move is to go all in on Tyler.
Memphis is getting a win here, keeping Christmas in the game, and
So if Tyler's like on the way out again next week, though, that's like actually a really bad move.
non-personal things. Like his thing is based on strategy, positioning. Cody's is based on connection, bonding, and we're gonna see which one is ultimately tighter. You know, spoilers, it's Cody's tighter, but Memphis may be able to outmaneuver Cody, depending on the circumstances. And then Tyler just kind of floated on his own at this time, clinging to Enzo, who was walking away, clinging to Christmas, who was walking away, and just kind of like falling into the complete nothingness.
Yeah, and that's not how I wanted Tyler to go out, to be totally honest. I really wanted him to have a better shot than this. Like, timing out in a veto competition? Really? Like, I can't wait to see what this thing was tonight, because, like, for him to time out, and Nicole didn't, and Christmas didn't, like, honey, what happened there? I still think he can turn it around tonight. Takes a run at it, and realizes what he needs to say, and realizes that he's in terrible danger right now.
I guess Cody and Enzo are now talking through the vote again. They might flip.
And maybe he might be talking himself into thinking, like we talked about this before, like when we do Survivor podcasts, that people do not want to face the reality of their tiredness. Like, Tyler faced the reality. I'm about to be evicted. They're not telling me they're keeping me. So that means they're going to evict me. I need to do something. Does he know to do that? A lot of people, look, there have been a lot of players up and down the Big Brother streets who have not realized that they were going to go home when people say things like, oh, I'm still thinking about it, or I haven't made my decision, or I'm waiting to see what so-and-so does. Like, if they're not telling you they're going home, then they're telling the other guy that they're going to keep them, and you're going home. So, do something, Tyler.
Right. Yeah. Especially by this point in the week, too. I feel like it's like, maybe initially when the veto has been used, people don't really want to give exactly what they're doing. But once the veto's, been won, then they know. I mean, there's no like, well, and I feel like people use that excuse literally up until the last minute. They're like, well, let's just see how it goes. Let's see what everyone's doing. And it's like, no. Like, you guys know. Yeah, there's no like, well, let's just see what happens. Like, you know already. Nobody goes into the eviction episode like.
So Yama, or whatever his name is, he becomes the bad guy in this? I'm not that surprised by that, but I didn't think it would be this abrupt though.
trust them and you like believe them, and then you figure out that they were
The
like,
betrayer
they betrayed
always gets
you.
the end of it, yes.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, Danny probably, I mean, is way more upset with Cody than she is with Memphis
Oh,
because,
100%.
like, you know, so it's one of those things where it's like the devil you know versus like a friend who betrayed you. And people are always going to be way more mad at the friend who betrayed you than.
This is a long chapter, isn't it? We're still chapter 7, right?
Then you already knew that they were like that.
What can we do to
Oyaji no
encourage
meire
a new
desu.
meta of jury voting
Ura, mande kudasai.
rewards backstabbing and blindside?
Oh, wow. I mean, I was like, I hadn't even solved that on Sequester. What do you want me to do with Big Brother? Like, I just watched the game the other
Survivor
night.
has it. Survivor does
I
it.
know, right?
I think. I've been thinking about that. I feel like for years the fans were like just like hardcore death ropes for like being all about people's resumes. But over the years, like eventually, juries in Survivor started saying like, "What's your resume? What are your good moves?" And it has encouraged people to use their resume bonus in Survivor, which is greatly helped the show. So,
The host is the fact that we have like a nonsense like absent host most of the time, and we need to hear about the show.
And like they bring on Dr. Will, but I feel like he's too late. And it doesn't really push that hard. I think she'd be a great jury round.
Especially because she's listening to her podcast right now, and she's like way involved in the season, and she knows what's going on, and she is interested in it. I feel like that is someone who absolutely can go in there and tell the jury, you know, what it should,
Okay.
what winner should be.
So far, this has been going decently well, actually. I'm surprised, considering how many fucking enemies we have around us.
I think that Daniel Reyes died for Big Brother's sins for years and years afterward. Nobody wanted to get the rules wrong in the jury because of how wrong they got it with Danielle. And then eventually that wore off. And Dan, as great as Dan is not the best poster child for bitter juries because there are too many people that are like, yeah, I can want it. Nobody wanted Danielle Reyes to lose. Like, if Danielle Reyes goes up there and is like, don't be like the jury that did it to me. Guys, I feel like we can turn this ship around.
And put that, how great would that would be if not only if Daniel Reyes hosted the roundtable, if Reyes was the host of Big Brother. I mean, Julie Chen, God bless you, spend your millions with that, and let's bring on somebody who actually watches the show, cares about the show. No problem, but get the work, doesn't check off, so bring her on.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, I do think that, I really think the jury roundtable, I mean, like, look, we don't know if the jury roundtable actually sways any opinions. That actually seems like they've already made up their minds before they go to the jury roundtable or anything. But I always hope that the jury roundtable, like, that the moderator, especially Dr. Will like, press them on it and be like, yeah, but isn't that
fuck off.
Like, yeah, but don't you think that was a good move overall? Like, you know, that sort of thing, rather than just, like, kind of, and I think he does a little bit of that, but I think that, like, he doesn't go far enough. He doesn't then press on it and say, like, yeah, but that's the way Big Brother is played. Aren't you being a little bitter? Like, you know, I just feel like,
And he also brings the same kind of energy that Dan might, which is and I think also, honestly, even more so than Dan would. I think Dan would be a little more delicate about it, but like Dr. Will, like rub it in your face. Like Dr. Will is the guy that says, if you don't like it, then you probably don't like reality. And that's not the most convincing argument for somebody that's bitter. All right, are you guys ready for the stopwatch?
yes.
I am. Make money, watch other shows.
And here we go. This is what we've got. We're going to start here with Christmas. We do stopwatch.
I really didn't think Enzo was gonna go up to a 9. I thought he was gonna stay at an 8.
Well to get their opinions on where the players stand on their game. And we're gonna start here with Christmas, who last week had a 5. Brent, how do you feel about
I'll
Christmas?
do ZZ. Ah, I fucked up there. I should have done that.
I know that her past Rocky may be something that I believe in, but I do like her response. Like I said, it kills me to say that I love Christmas right now. I do. Because she's I'm gonna get surprised because of that and the fact that I haven't seen enough of Tyler over the past 5 days.
Okay. Oh fuck, he's really fucking regaining health quickly. Oh my god, my thumb is like sore. Boy, like I fucking... No. What did I give Christmas? I gave Christmas a 4, right? I think I stand by that. Ah, fuck.
Actually, right there with you, I also gave her a 5. I think that if one, she's so the one this week. 2, she's the most likely person to go home next week. 3, she's got problems trying to win jury votes. Those are the 3 big negatives for Christmas. But she has one positive, and that is that she's probably staying. And she does stay this week, and she does stay next week, probably because she won. Her head is in the right place. If she wins, she's probably gunning for Cody. If she gets to the end, it's probably because she's the one that took Cody out. And so, like,
There we go.
for all of her problems, it's all the same solution. If she wins to get herself to the end and takes out Cody on the way, then she's got to the end, and she might have a chance to win because of how she did it.
Yeah, I think at this point I can solidly say I like Yakuza Kiwami more than Yakuza 0. That's the end of the chapter. It's like,
I was even like, maybe do I give a 6?
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like Kiwami, and a lot of people love 0. It's like, I like Kiwami more. Like, for me, it's not really even close. Like,
For Christmas, a little bit lower.
Yeah, I have to say, there's people in the chat that are not, they think 5's too high, but, you know, I'll take my job, then you can get out the scores.
Alright, the audience much higher on Cody, they gave him an 8 for Cody, which is the same score they gave him last week. I think it's a little bit lower than last week's 8 was. Yeah, last week was encroaching upon that 9 there, but this one is much closer to an actual 8 for Cody.
yeah, with Cody I gave a 9, right?
How do you feel about Cody?
おいおいもっと感謝してみせろよ今日の分だけであんたが失ってた金額はクリアできてんだぜ
I mean, unless like we talked about, or like
I think it's just there.
home when Christmas gets out. So, you know, I think I'm just gonna stick with my 9.
Yeah, I did as well. Spoilers. Not spoilers because I'm saying it now.
Yeah,
But,
あんたラッキーだぜ
I gave him a 9, and that's because I think he's in a very dominant position. If he was taking out Tyler right now, or if he was keeping Tyler right now, I might also give him a 9 because it's also a risky play. But I would be a lot closer to giving him a 10 because he's in such a dominant position. Taking out Tyler, I've talked about it a lot on the live feed updates.
3000万だ
I feel like it's the wrong choice because there are too many options, too many scenarios that can go wrong for Cody moving forward from here. And with that in mind, it's a 9. I still think, because this can sometimes, the message can get a little distorted because I keep talking, oh, it's a mistake for Cody to do this. It's a mistake for Cody to do this. And I keep explaining the reasoning, different reasonings, different pieces of evidence as to why it's bad for Cody to do this. But I want to be clear. It's like a 55-45. It's like a 60-40 at most. Like I'm talking about it a lot because it's so close and because it's such an interesting decision for me. I'm harping on it a lot because of the complexity of the decision. I don't mean to imply that it's like what an idiot, what a terrible mistake. It's definitely gonna backfire on Cody. I think it'll probably work out for Cody, and that's why he's still gonna get a 9 from me.
Yeah, I was a little lower. I gave him an 8 because I think that he's leaving himself wide open to go home, and that is something that has not been true. Like up until now, not only first of all there has been
Yeah, I thought about an 8, didn't I? I gave him 9. Gave him 9, I gave Enzo a 9, but really I gave him an 8. Like, I wanted to give him an 8, but I was like, well, I have all my money on Enzo, so it's like, I might as well give him a 9. Memphis, I gave a 7. No, I gave Memphis an 8, didn't I? Maybe it should have been a 7, actually, in retrospect, but, Nicole gave a 6, and then Tyler gave a 2.
So I feel like by virtue of that, he has to be judged lower than he was last week. Last week I gave him a 9. This week I have to give him an 8, but his overall score is going to be at a 9.
Alright, then we have Enzo. Brent, what are your thoughts on Enzo?
This is the person I'm going to give the higher score to, or the highest score to of the week. I'm going to give Enzo a 9. I cannot give him a 10 because I am convinced that he might have trouble in the jury if he doesn't make the moves that he's going to need to make. But overall, he is in enviable position. No, unenviable. Excuse me. Actually, he's in an enviable position. That's what I'm trying to say. An enviable position.
Yeah. You would envy his position.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
And whatever.
So it's supposed to just do shit?
I'm sorry, I know. An enviable position. Where he is going into the final 5. There's really no way he can go. If you isolated
Well, what do you want to do then? Yeah, we haven't done any arcade games or anything yet. Bowling alley. Let's go to a bowling alley.
Yeah, Melissa, what do you think?
I just really
I mean,
can't
I
afford
agree.
to
I think
mix
that
up, so.
he.
Yeah.
I'm nervous about his like win equity. But
Oh shit, we have like 200.
Right now in the game, and so I would agree with Brent and give him a 9.
Yeah, it's been tough for me. He's in a better position than Cody to get to the end.
Right.
Yes.
But not by that much, but by a decent amount. And then it's just like, can he win? And it's so I want to dock him points because I feel like he's gonna have a hard time winning. But I also I need to put into perspective that my predictions on the jury could be wildly off. Yeah, and for all I know, they're all
So, okay. We'll get that next time.
I hope Enzo gets there. And every time somebody comes to the door that's not Enzo, they're like, yeah! For all I know, that's what's happening right now. And I'm docking Enzo points for absolutely anything. It would be a 10 in that spot, because he's he's guaranteed the winner at that point. So it's tough. It's tough to rate Enzo. But I was torn between an 8 and a 9. But I think just because of what we talked about earlier, thinking through Enzo's position moving forward, there are such few spaces for him to be evicted at all before the final 3, and then even if he gets to the final 3, he's almost guaranteed a 2 and 2 out of 3 shot of being in the final 2, and he hasn't really pissed anyone off.
He really hasn't.
It's not like he's a go, so.
He's a family guy. He's got kids. I feel like he can talk about it and have this dream. I feel like Enzo is a better talker if he gets to the final 2 than any of the people left. He's more empathetic.
What the fuck's the entrance to this?
Enzo in the house because he's a charming personality. Enzo in the final 2, I feel like you want to give him the win.
Yeah.
And he has won 3 competitions. Yes, they were early, but frankly, I feel like that's more impressive. That was against more people. I would at least talk about that.
Okay.
Yeah. I had a nice little setup for my scores, but I think you guys have talked me into the Enzo 9. I think it's the right call. I'd be punishing Enzo too much for my jury predictions, and I just can't be sure about that until we get a jury 9 for Enzo. The audience did go with an 8 for Enzo there, so that's going to be a 9 for Enzo overall. You'll see why I was attached to that 8. It was nice and clean. So I'll tell you, Memphis.
Like 9, 8, 7,
Yes,
5.
yes.
Yeah.
Memphis, I gave a 7 to, and that's because I think he's on the rise. I do. I gave him a 5 before the triple eviction. I thought there was a decent chance he went home, and he managed to evade those scenarios. He won.
You were wrong.
I
Melissa gave him 7.
I still don't think he was a 7 back then. I think he's a 7 now. And I think, so here's my spot on Memphis. He managed to win in the triple. He took out a good target for him, and then he avoided the Danny veto, which would send Memphis home in the second half of the triple. And now he's here, and it was looking like he was going to lose Christmas, which would have still been bad for Memphis. But it's like things keep coming up to the line of like this.
I fucked up. That was terrible.
And then it's like, nope.
Or maybe not. How did that work out?
Okay, this is where Memphis. Oh no, they changed their mind. They're keeping Christmas. And now all of a sudden it's like, oh no, he's in a good spot here. Moving forward, here's where I stand.
I pushed a bit too early.
Cody and Enzo too much. I think he's choosing. So, if I knew that Memphis would not put Christmas on the block next week, if I felt confident that no matter what happened, Memphis would never put Christmas on the block next week, he would keep Christmas safe no matter what next week, I would give him an 8. If I felt completely confident that he would not put her on the block, I'd give him an 8. If I then also felt confident that he would take Christmas to the final 2 instead of Enzo, I might give him a 9. I might say, you're in a great spot to win this game. It would be close, but I'd probably give him an 8. But I consider the 9. And that's because it's just those two things. He's 2 decisions away from being in a considerably better position, but I don't trust that he's there.
I do.
Okay, well, there you go. I feel like he's so locked in, like, it doesn't even matter. We get to the final 4 with Cody, and
That was bad.
together, it doesn't even matter. And he's talking about, like, I will put Christmas. She's so annoying. I can't believe she went against me during the triple.
I am enjoying playing bowling here, though.
And that's what I'm worried about here with Memphis. But if those 2 things change,
Do like they allow you to
because he's
manage
in a
the
really great
spin?
Yeah. From my look back, his only previous season, Big Brother 10, and I feel like he was adaptable on that season. Like, he did actually, with Dan's help, make decisions that were best for him.
ありがとうございました。
Let's actually play against an employee. Oh, against her? Okay, that's interesting. Wouldn't that just be weird? If this was a real thing?
Up until now, I feel like, again, he has made the correct decisions when he's needed to make them. So, I feel like he's going to. I did give it the... It's probably a high. It's probably like a low 8, but it's an 8.
Awesome.
Ooh, perfect.
Yeah, I mean,
I have to believe in this here.
I'd feel bad if I gave him an 8 and then next week he puts Christmas up and they blindside him and they take out Christmas. I'd be like, what a dummy, dude. You know what I mean?
that's true, but it's like, I feel like we're supposed to be grading on this week versus like what in the future
Well,
they might do.
this week he's saying that's what he's gonna do. So that's and like as of right now, that blindside is like, in the works. So that's how I feel. But that's because I'm still leaning toward that direction. If you feel like he's not gonna do it, then
I mean, I want to believe he's not going to do it, but at the same time, it's like, usually when Memphis is saying that he's going to do something, he's actually being genuine and he's really going to do it. So, like, he's not one of the types to, like, just be like, yeah, this is what I'm going to do.
Okay. Oh, fuck off.
He wouldn't say it unless he really was thinking about it, so. I'll stick with my 7.
Right. The audience agreed with us, so they gave Memphis a 7, and that's where Memphis will stand. All right. Moving on to Nicole
well.
Ranzel.
It's a bit too much
how
on
do you
the
feel
spin
about
there.
Nicole Lorenzo?
I feel pretty good about Nicole. I mean, she lost Danny, but Danny
Oh,
really thought
fuck
that Cody was
off.
her number
Well,
one
we're still
contender
winning,
anymore.
but still.
She still got Cody.
どうした
I don't know. I think I kind of just I don't feel as good about her because now she's like lost an ally. She's not in the main groups, any of them
When
really.
the AI was better.
Besides her and Cody, so I think I'm gonna stick with my 5 and just see how it plays out.
Okay, yeah, I went with a 6 for Nicole. I appreciated that she survived that triple. She was one of the more likely people to survive, but she survived it. But she still hasn't won a competition. I think that's really bad for her. I think that, yes, she's a former winner, but she needs something
I fucked up there.
to her name. I think, and she's the second most likely person to go home next week. I feel like if it's not Christmas, it's probably Nicole, almost definitely Nicole, and that's not great because it's like, I'd say it's like 60% Christmas, like 30% Nicole, like 10% some like random outcome that we couldn't possibly foresee, something like that, maybe 35% Nicole, and so that's not great for Nicole. She could go home next week. Even if she does survive next week, she's then in some danger at 4. She's then in some danger at 3. She doesn't have a clear path to the end, and even if she does make it, I'm worried about her jury votes. But she's still here. She's still hanging in there. I think she's more likely to win than Christmas, more likely to get to the end than Christmas, and so it's just above Christmas for me. She's still in there for the shot to win, and so it's a 6.
So, my one, like, to me, Nicole's one big ace in the hole is the fact that the best player in the game has her back.
Right.
Cody will not let her go without a fight. Okay? So that is what I feel like is on her side. Also, if you want to talk to me about the fact that she hasn't won a competition, I have 2 words for you. Paris Atashnik.
Yeah.
Big Brother Canada 6. Did not win a competition all season long. She hasn't won, and,
Rightfully so.
rightfully so. And,
ありがとうございました
she won 2 competitions at the end and said sayonara with $100,000, which is what they maybe will have picked up Canada.
Gross.
I know, right?
Terrible.
How dare they? Change that, Arissa. You're gonna change stuff next season. Miss Producer, change that. Give them more money. Anyway, I feel like that Nicole could win at the end if she just wins one competition that's well placed here or there. It wouldn't take a lot. All she has to do is get up in the final 2 and say, like, I have
One
a
tier.
winner.
Next episode will go to on. Fucking 10 hours into this shit now.
Because I don't even know if she will say that. She's not the kind of player like to toot her own horn like that and sort of, mock the jury and be like, how did you guys let me get here? I feel like there are people in the jury who might say it for her. Be like, how did we let this happen? We said we weren't going to, and then it did.